we get to our distinguished guests, we're going to be talking about your exciting new business journey. So 2 in 5 Americans want to start a new business. So should you start a new business? So what motivated other business owners to start their business? Let's turn to our guests to find out what motivated them to start their businesses. So Peter and Emma, what motivated you to start Shockin' Foods?
Thanks for having us, Richard. We're delighted to be here today. I'm going to let Peter take this one. He does the heavy lifting for the business.
Shockin' Foods really came out of necessity. Just before the pandemic, we were both running a corporate catering business in London, and we supplied big companies like Facebook, Google, Amazon. But when the pandemic hit, that put an end to our business, and we had to find ourselves. We went soul searching, and we decided to pivot into plant-based food manufacturing.
Wow, that's great. So Eugene, welcome to the show. Tell us what motivated you to start Sophie's Bionutrients.
Well, Sophie is actually my daughter. So it started out from the love for the family member. She's allergic to shellfish. That's how I started my business number 1, Sophie's Kitchen, making plant-based seafood. And that's how linked to my business number 2, which I'm working right now, Sophie's Bionutrient, making protein from microalgae. So that's how I started.
That's great. And also appearing on today's show is Del Afonso, who is the CEO of Harmony Baby Nutrition. Welcome to the show, Del. What motivated you to start your business?
So it's an interesting story because I'm doing baby nutrition for over 20 years already. But back in 2018, I was at MIT and then doing literally an internship in a biotech company. And I met a senior researcher that told me this possibility of using science to make baby formulas that looks like breast milk. And at the same time, I met a researcher from Harvard that told me, listen, we need this. And third, I have my second baby out of the 3 ones we have. And guess what? We got really big problems with baby formulas and kind of breastfeeding. And it was like the whole trigger for this business. How would you solve for that?
Great. Elizabeth, what was the motivator for you to start your business?
Well, I just love starting businesses.
It's the finishing part that's hard. Right?
As I've always said, I love to talk and I love to help people. And so starting a podcasting related business was kind of a natural for me. And when I started putting feelers out and seeing what the needs were, I found that there was quite a bit of need out there and that I would have a big potential customer base. So here I go.
Kenya?
So similar to Elizabeth, I like to create and not work for people. So that's been my biggest motivation for starting my own business. I'm a creative at nature and I love big ideas and I like helping people. So that's my motivation.
That's great. For me, starting Gearhart Law, it was paying the mortgage. That was the first piece. Secondly, I had worked for big companies for a long time, and I really found that I enjoyed the entrepreneurial environment. I wanted to work with startups. It was a very happy type of law to practice because people would come in and they would be so enthusiastic about their projects. So for me, I just kind of took motivation from my clients and also having to pay the mortgage. So that was great, everybody. Thank you so much.